Call Claire Hawkey to be followed by Johann Lamont.
Thank you, Presiding Officer, and I'd also like to congratulate Alec Neil for securing today's debate. Presiding Officer, Scotland truly is a country of dog lovers. The Pet Food Manufacturing Association estimates that around 471,000 households in Scotland own at least one dog in 2017. However, our love of animals cannot and should not stop us from taking measures to protect the safety of the public from the most dangerous. Be it workers who are attacked by dogs, people in their homes or kids at the park, it's an incredibly serious issue which many perceive is not being treated as seriously as it should be. I too would like to add my thanks to the Communication Workers Union for their briefings to prepare for today's debate. And I wish to quote a sentence which they used, which I fully agree with. Sadly, the cartoon caricatures and jokes about dogs biting postmen still prevail. But in reality, nothing could be further from the truth, as these terrifying attacks result in serious physical and psychological injuries, some of which are life-changing, and full recovery is never achieved. Presiding Officer, workers like postmen and delivery drivers are understandably often worried about their safety. However, from my conversations with constituents, many of them are worried about dog attacks whilst enjoying local green places. Over the last 18 months, I've been working very closely with Friends of the Calder from Blantyre in my constituency of Rutherglen. Dr Susan Lindner-Kelly from the group contacted me highlighting instances where members of the public, including children as young as 3, had been left shaken after dogs had run towards them in a number of Blantyre parks. Several of the incidents which were reported to the Friends of the Calder occurred when a dog was being walked by a professional dog walker and often went off the lead. At least one of these incidents resulted in someone being bitten. Presiding Officer, I fully understand Alec Neil's position in calling for a post-legislative review of the Control of Dogs Act. However, I also hope that the regulation or licensing of professional dog walkers could perhaps be considered too. Following on from the concerns raised with me, last year I sent a Freedom of Information request to every local authority in Scotland to ascertain the number of complaints made to them about professional dog walkers and whether their conduct had been investigated by the Council. Of the 25 authorities who responded to my FOI requests, 9 of them noted that they had received at least one complaint in the last 5 years. However, unfortunately, many councils, including my own of South Lanarkshire, were unable to disclose the information either due to cost or the way that the information is recorded. As such, I believe we don't know the true extent of the problems faced across Scotland regarding professional dog walkers and whether the experiences of the Friends of the Calder are unique. Presiding Officer, as is the case with the vast majority of individual dog owners, the vast majority of professional dog walkers conduct their business in a responsible and ethical way. However, as evidenced in Blantyre, even though these dogs aren't frequently attacking people, they are still causing many fear and alarm. The Control of Dogs Act sent out a clear message that the actions of irresponsible owners would not be tolerated and that there would be serious consequences should they flout the law. However, 8 years have passed and dog attacks are sadly still occurring. My hope is that we send out an even louder message by saying how we can not only better prosecute in instances of violent dog attacks, but by reducing their frequency and the risk in the first place.